Hello, my little YouTubers. Welcome back and welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome to Beth Talks. This is a channel where I have shared my life experiences, my knowledge, and changes that are occurring in my life to share with others so that those of you who it may resonate with, you may also benefit from my experiences and my knowledge. And if it helps one person out there to share my story, then it makes this a beautiful channel to watch. So I wanted to share with you a concept about the word alone equaling all one. And so what does it mean to be alone? Have you ever been alone or felt like you were alone? Well, there's a theory that I'd like to share with you or invite you to consider. But before I get into that, I want to make a quick announcement. I am really super excited. I will be having my first guest on Beth Talks next week, next Sunday, November 10th, 2019. And I will be interviewing Dr. Asad Mansour about his book. He wrote Mindfulness in Action, Burnout to Engagement. Love it. He has an amazing story. He has overcome so many challenges and obtained so much knowledge that he loves to share with other people. And his passion for learning excites me. So I'm really excited to have him coming on to interview with me next week on Beth Talks. So stay tuned for that. But now let's get back to our topic for this week, alone. So I was inspired to do this topic this week when I had overheard, and I apologize, I need to give credit where credit is due. I don't remember what video I saw it on, but somebody had mentioned the concept of alone equals all one. So I was talking to my daughter about this, and I love my daughter. She's so awesome. She's an amazing person. But she said, Mom, that doesn't completely make sense because in alone, there's a missing L if it's going to be all one. So I explained to her, as I mentioned on one of my previous videos, this concept. If an atom is the smallest measurable part of all things seen, all matter is created and bonded together with atoms. What is the missing element of all things that are unseen? If an atom binds together all things seen, what is it that binds all things unseen? So I invite you to consider this concept of love, the missing L. So love binds people to people, people to passion, and people to all matter, all things seen. So if love is the missing element, and love is to people what atoms are to matter, then we're really never without love. It's with us all the time. It's part of our world just as much as the things that you could see now and today. But the concept of being alone, and if you've ever been alone and felt lonely, and I think loneliness is kind of an epidemic around the world right now, and a lot of people deal with the feeling of being alone. But if you're left alone, or just feel like you're alone, because you're never really alone, we have a whole planet full of people. But if you're left feeling that way, you are that one person that can give yourself love. If you're feeling alone, you could give that love to yourself. You don't need any kind of validation or anything from anybody else. If we can love ourselves, we can have love alone. And it's not easy. Of course, it's easy to say the words, but actually learning it is a skill. Self-love is something that you actually have to develop and really make an effort to get there. It's self-love is probably one of the most challenging things that you can accomplish. It takes time and effort to get there. So I want to share 3 things with you today that I've learned through knowledge and experience and the books that I've read. I'm a work in progress. I'm a master of nothing. However, by sharing my process, you might find something out of it that will help you too. So number 1 is let go of addictions. Addictions don't necessarily have to be chemical addictions. It could be behavioral addictions, reliving the same pattern over and over again. But addictions in itself, and I am super excited. I have to brag on myself a little bit. I'm really proud that I have finally let go of the nicotine addiction this week. But in order to do that, I had to change my mindset, and I had to really deep dive into why I would turn to nicotine every time I felt stressed or pain or some kind of negative emotion. And why did I need that comfort? Why did I need that Band-Aid? Well, any kind of addiction is evidence of pain. So your addiction, whatever that pattern of behavior is that you keep repeating, whether it's chemical or behavioral, that is perpetuating a painful event. You're reliving it over and over again. Whether you even remember where it started or not, a lot of times it started when you were a child and you're not even consciously aware of why you have this addictive pattern or whatever. But this is a painful event that you have put a Band-Aid over with your accumulated addictions. So let go of those addictions. You don't need them anymore because all you need is yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but it takes practice. And every day you have to do something to kind of change or course correct, as I've said before, to get where you need to go. Number 2 is read books. Reading books integrates the physical action of reading with the cognitive thinking. And I've also said in one of my videos before that when your mind and body are not in sync, change cannot occur. So when you read a book, you're physically reading across the page and your eyes are moving and you're present in the moment and you're consuming the knowledge. That is connecting your mind and your body. Now, you can get knowledge from other sources. You could watch videos, watch a movie, binge on Netflix. But when you're watching a video or a movie or something like that, you can kind of half in, half out and still know what's going on and let your mind kind of wander. You don't necessarily have to be present, but have you ever read a book or a paragraph on a book and then stopped yourself and go, oh God, my mind was wandering. I got to read that all over again because I have no idea what I just read. Well, it kind of forces you to be mindful and present in the moment and physically consume the knowledge that you're seeking. Number 3, last but not least, treat yourself as if you are a child that you cherish, adore, love, and protect. Because we all have a little child inside of us, and the only person that can love, cherish, and protect that little child is ourselves. So anything that you do to your body, anything you do to the people you love, anything that you do that is helpful and beneficial, you're helping and benefiting that little person in you. If you're hurting yourself, you're hurting that little child. So just keep that in mind and You know, we all have trials and we all have different journeys, but if we could share and love one another and understand one another a little bit more than we have in the past, then we can all grow and learn together. So that's all I have for today. I hope you guys have a great and wonderful week. And I can't wait to see you next Sunday on Beth Talks when we talk about this book. It's awesome. I love the story behind it. So look forward to seeing you then. Have a great week. Love you.